Hey y'all, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whatever time of day you're watching this. Hola, peoples, my peoples. All right, so I was minding my business. I was just doing my daily energy read, tarot read, and all this stuff came out. So I definitely decided, let me record this bitch because it's needed. I feel like I gain more clarity when I record myself. I don't always post it, but I think I might post this. I'm getting a lot of, well, as you can see in the middle of the read, I don't know if you can really, it's kind of cut off right here, but in the middle of the read is this throat chakra. And underneath it is the Two of Cups, right? To the left, we have, to the left of the throat chakra, right, we have contracts, psychic. Let me get my little pointer thingy. I don't even think this is a pointer thingy, but I'm going to use it as a pointer thingy. Okay, so we got contracts, psychic reader, drastic changes. All right, now I'm just going to go down the columns because these cards underneath each of the cards above it are clarifiers, right? So the Seven of Swords is clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, which is also clarifying the contracts. This tells me if you're attracted to this energy, I'm not sure the title I'm going to put up on this jammy, but if you're attracted to this energy, if you stumble upon this reading, you're meant to hear this. This is information you need to know. And apparently I must relay it. So you are walking in your purpose. Yes. It sounds greater than what it is. I mean, it's great. It is great to have a sense of fulfillment by yourself, not needing anyone to fill those shoes, not needing anyone to do anything for you, right? Like give you love, affection, and attention. If you don't have that in your life from someone else, you find it within. You've learned. That's a painful process to learn because in that process, that also means you have to detach from the people that you know and love so that you can go spend time in your own energy, become accustomed and more knowledgeable of yourself, your likes, dislikes, what will make you happy, what will put you in that happy spot, right? And so contracts with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Contracts with the Queen of Pentacles shows me that you are keeping to yourself. You're in a relaxed state. And this is part of your mission in this life. This is part of your mission in this life. Or it may be that, because I just saw legal matters, right? It could be a marriage, referencing to a marriage, referencing a woman, the wife in a marriage of this Two of Cups situation, right? But this is just the beginning. I haven't gotten toward this side. This is just the beginning. All right, so Let me try to speak a little bit faster, a little bit more with clarity. This Queen of Pentacles is focusing on her mission, which is taking care of herself, taking care of her surroundings, and staying calm and in a meditative state so that she may bring abundance towards her, right? She is also representative of a mother figure, of a working woman, a woman that knows how to make money, a woman that knows how to nurture and tend to a family, herself and her spouse. And this Seven of Swords, clarifying this Queen of Pentacles, for me, tells me that this Queen of Pentacles is keeping to herself, right? There's other people watching. You see this little shadow figure right here? There's a shadow figure right here, and here's the, I don't know if you can see, let me hold it up. Okay, so shadow figure, the wolf. This is you, adapting to the changes that are going on. You see the smoke? Where there's smoke, you ever heard that saying? Where there's smoke, there's fire. That means that one occurs with the other. All right, so you are walking in your North Node. You're walking in your soul purpose. And your soul purpose and your North Node is you have natural psychic powers, right? You consciously seek answers, whether it be for yourself, and you use meditation, because there's a lot of meditative vibes, and there's a lot of green, which also leads me to think of the heart chakra, right? And with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man reminds me of the story of Odin when he was when he hung from I think it was called the Tree of Knowledge, or the Tree of Life, where he got knowledge of the ancient runes, which he passed down to his followers and believers, right? And on this Hanged Man, you see this little, I don't know if you could see it so well on my camera. There's like a pause button. You know, there's a circle and two lines looking like the number 11. But the Hanged Man is the number 12. That is the number 12 in Major Arcana. Psychic reader. I'm getting... you have been using your connection to spirit, to your higher self. Yes, to your higher self. Because in the Hanged Man, you see on the crown chakra, it almost looks like there's sunlight coming from her crown chakra. You see that sunlight, all this knowledge from her that she is getting, she's downloading, right? And with it being attached to psychic reader, I feel like you're receiving downloads, right? You're receiving downloads that you're meant to relay. That's another part of your soul contract. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to now go on YouTube and start a content thing, or you need to start doing tarot readings. No, it doesn't mean that for everyone. Maybe it does mean that. Maybe it does. Listen to your own intuition. Don't listen to anyone. You always stay in prayer, stay connected to yourself, your higher self, and you be true and honest. You'll get the right answers. She's getting downloads. This person that's in this almost like a, excuse me. Oh, I just got a ton of anxiety. Oh, excuse me. So this psychic reader is getting these downloads, right? And she's trying to make sense of it. You know, maybe you wear this bracelet, right? I'm getting that. I'm getting this kind of, you know, you're into bracelets or you're into anklets or you got like a foot tattoo, right? You got tattoos or you're into tattoos. You thinking about getting a tattoo? Go for it. Do the right thing for yourself. You have these nudges intentionally, and they're also divinely orchestrated, because look at this. The Ace of Cups, self-love, with the Four of Wands. Celebration, marriage, happiness, partying, togetherness. Look at the card. Look at the card. Two different, maybe interracial relationship, or let's see. I'm also getting, I just got to be honest, maybe you don't subscribe to this notion, but I'm getting some heavy twin flames with this Ace of Cups and Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands is the twin flames. 1111, divine manifestation, with self-love. You pour yourself into this cup knowing that you're healing yourself to heal someone else, so that someone else can feel that, and you can both recycle that type of energy, that self-love, and give to me, but give to yourself, because I want all of you. It's like that. It's like that. And then we got, I know this, it's like, I know the twin flame thing is kind of left field because everything else doesn't lead to that. It leads to a lot of, especially with this Ace of Cups, a lot of self-love. So it could also mean that celebrating yourself for following your intuition, for doing the things that maybe you have to force yourself to come out of your comfort zone to complete it, right? Speaking of coming out of your comfort zone to complete it, there's drastic changes. That's the next oracle card. Drastic changes, destruction of the old, unpleasant surprise, and a wake-up call. Now, with this associated with justice, I did get, because justice is also very karmic, you know, very karma related. Now, don't get triggered by the word karmic, because karma is a state of balance, as you see. Karma is a state of balance, as is self-love or soulmate connection with this Two of Cups over here. So, and this Four of Wands. So I'm getting destruction. I'm getting karmic retribution. That's what I'm really getting. Retribution, karmic retribution and destruction. Now, the justice is also affiliated with the Five of Swords, or it's clarified with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, which is an internal battle, right? This is when I decided to start recording, because I was like, okay, this is getting a little juicy. Let me let me record this. Okay, so we got, right, karmic retribution. Someone that maybe, especially with the Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords comes out twice. Excuse me, the Seven of Swords comes out associated with the Queen, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, and also clarifying this third eye clarity oracle card, which the Seven of Wands is referencing keeping stuff close to your chest, right? Keeping your hand close to your chest, not showing your hand, moving in silence, maybe moving in secrecy, maybe moving, moving sneaky, like. Excuse me, I have to take a drink. Yeah. So I feel like on this side, there's a lot of green going on. Even over here, it looks like blue and white, but it's more like a green, maybe blue-green, mixed with the white in the back. And then under here, it's more brown, earthy, right? Coming into more balance with this internal struggle that maybe somebody put on you. You know, somebody tried to take this knowledge, this connection to spirit. You see this spirit, this messenger from spirit from up above. You still have your crown on, right? But there's in this energy is this a lot of conflict, a lot of inner fighting, and it's because you're trying to control messages or just take control of the situation in general. You're trying to come to a deeper understanding with the messages that you're receiving. But sometimes, look at this. When you're in that meditative state, the messages that you receive cannot be received from this eyes wide open state, you know, kind of looking with your own perception, looking with your own understanding. You can't do that, right? That's your shadow side. That's your ego trying to manipulate, take over. It's a natural human thing. It's also a human thing to be able to close your eyes and be accepting. It's all by choice. It's all by choice. It really falls down to what you choose to do, what you want to do. But, yeah, going back to it, I'm picking up a lot of, especially with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups in the center of this reading, right? Clarifying the throat chakra is speaking life into your union, into your love. The love that you want, the love that you're expecting, speaking life into it, right? Right, speaking life into it. And what is this? Getting bracelets, rings. Maybe you or your partner likes to wear those types of things. Rings and bracelets. I know I do. All right. Oh, God, I'm starting to get a little nauseous. Oof. Let me get a drink. Excuse me. All right, let's keep on going. Let's get something on the Two of Cups. Clarify this Two of Cups, please. Clarify this Two of Cups, please. Oh, there it is. Oh, change. And when I cut the deck, we got the Four of Swords, recovery, and the Ace of Swords, clarity. So I have been, for a while now, having this, this download that may seem a little radical. But if you're attracted to this energy, if it resonates, I don't think it'll be too far-fetched, possibly, but okay. Referencing the Two of Cups with the Four of Wands, right? Especially with the psychic reader, in the energy as well, and the soul contracts, and the Yeah, this is definitely a twin flame thing, right? And this connection is definitely changing. It's approaching a sudden change, right? And it starts with one. It doesn't start with a union. The union that comes, it must come from within one for it to be felt by another. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to either the feminine or the masculine, one side has to choose to go through it for the other side to follow suit. It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. It's just the way it is. Like Tupac said, oh yeah. It's just the way it is. And it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be looked at like it's horrible. It is what it is, right? Sometimes we're meant for divine love, which doesn't come easy. Divine love, right? Divinity, period. It is something that you sacrifice things for. You sacrifice pleasures, right? You sacrifice time, energy, sometimes people in your life. And I don't mean like a human sacrifice. I mean, cut them off. Like, you know what? I'm going to have to sever this connection because it's blocking me from me. And I just can't have that. How am I going to make someone else happy when I'm miserable? How can someone be with me and be happy knowing that I am miserable? Do I want to be with that person? Does that person really want to be with a miserable person? It's something you got to process. You got to work through, right? Because like attracts like. Crazy attracts crazy. Y'all got to be on the same crazy. It can't just be, hey, I'm going to go to church on Sunday. Oh, okay, I'm going to smoke this crack pipe. I'll see you when you get home, darling. All right, love you. It's just that doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Okay, let's be in a relationship. You're going to work 3-4 different hustles and jobs, entrepreneur style. And I'm just going to chill here, Like, I'll see you when you get home. Let me know how your day was. Sometimes, it depends. That could work for you in a relationship. Me personally, I don't know. I don't know. maybe I'm too old-fashioned and traditional in that sense that I feel like a man should have maybe not employment per se, quote unquote employment, but should be doing some kind of work, should be bringing in some kind of bread, making them donuts. You know what I mean? Contributing to the relationship, to the household, to the family, to the energy, not just take. If that's the case, you go ahead and you fill your cup, baby. Don't drain me of mine because you don't know how to fill your cup. And that's what will happen if you don't, like this Ace of Cups, Four of Wands is depicting with the Hanged Man. If you don't isolate yourself and start meditating and coming to the realization and doing the shadow work, if you don't start doing that, it will simply just prolong the process. And who knows what would or could happen in this procrastination phase. Excuse me. Sorry. The coffee. And then on my empty stomach with the supplements I take, I get a little nauseous sometimes. All right, let me get one more on this Tower card that is clarifying the Two of Cups, please. What is this? This is also speaking on the drastic change, which is next to this throat chakra card. This drastic change that's associated with this kind of karma retribution or karmic retribution. Yeah, that this Tower energy is also associated with this. It's giving me this, right? That's what it's giving me. The Tower energy is also referencing this karmic retribution. Give me one more card on this Tower. Two of Cups, please, just to clarify the Tower. What is this change? What is this Tower? What is this destruction and change? Could it be philosophy? Could it be the way you come into union? Could it be the way you look at relationships? The way you think about it? The way you fight for relationships? The kind of energy that you put toward relationships? Like, let's say you're in a karmic relationship, right? And the energy is like almost static electricity. It could be thick. It could be exciting. Eventually that's gonna dim out because it's a karmic. Well, in any relationship, really. I wouldn't know because I've never been in a twin flame relationship. At least one that is unionized. I've never been in that type of energy, so I wouldn't know. But okay, let's just see. Let's just see. What is this? Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups with the Tower, please. I feel like I should pause the video just so that, because sometimes the shuffling takes so long. The Ten of Wands. Wow. And on the bottom of the deck, I shit you not, the King of Coins with the Queen of Coins. Definite twin flame thing, and there's a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. It could possibly be spell work, you know what I mean? Spell work from this karmic relationship that either one of you are in, trying to keep you trapped and prevent this death and rebirth from occurring. Keep you from this tower moment, right? This tower moment brings the realization of the burdens that you play in your mind. You know, I'm just noticing this tree with the roots that are coming from the skull bears fruit. This tree bears fruit. And I don't know why, I don't know, the flowers are in the shape of a star, which also gives me some star energy, because on the star card, there are 7 stars. Usually there are 7 stars depicted, at least in the Rider-Waite tarot deck. On the star card, there are 7 stars, but this one only has 6. So this is coming into releasing this burden. The 10 of Wands depicts burden. This one is giving me a lot of almost mental anguish about this 2 of Cups union. Sometimes a 2 of Cups union doesn't always necessarily, I mean, it does depict love and union and a combination of where 2 become 1. That's where the 2 hands are holding each other. So the 2 hands become 1, even though they both pouring into different cups. They're pouring so much positive energy and vibes into each other's cups, right? And the Tower is meant to bring change and release this burden. Let me clarify this 10 of Wands over here. Let me get this real quick. 10 of Wands, what is this? This is 2 Cups with oh, yep, 3rd party. Yeah, 3rd party. Okay. Okay, so somebody, could be you, could be your other person. There's a lot of chemistry between your partner and you, which could be your potential twin flame, and your partner and their other relationship. There is a lot of chemistry. There's a lot. It's become burdensome. It's definitely become burdensome because they thought, your other person thought, and their person, the other person, your person's other person, yeah. They all thought that, like, they were going to be together. Like, at the end of the road, that's what it is. Even if your person is entangled in some sticky situation where their other person might be in a relationship or even married, or they're married with their person and they're in an open relationship, but your person got a little like taste of your energy, And it is very seductive. It is very alluring. It's temptation. It's tempting. It's tempting. Tempting enough to release the burden of the union that they made prior to this connection. Right? Because next to it, we go down next to it. So the Tower, Ten of Wands, and seduction, which is also attraction and third-party interference, with the Two of Cups. Next to it is disharmony, triggers, and conflict, which is clarified by the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands refers to planning, getting your ducks in a row, moving. She's kind of on the lookout. She's at home on the lookout, right? Up in her penthouse or high-rise building, what have you, right? She's on the lookout. She's looking, planning her next move. Planning her next move. And also, wait, let's see. Disharmony and triggers. Okay, moving away from those, conflict. Moving away from conflict. That's what that is. Planning and taking mental plans, ideas to walk away from this chaos, this Tower moment chaos that this union that they're in is bringing. It's going to bring a lot of shit. It's going to bring the thunder, baby. And I think your person knows it. It'll change a lot in their life if they don't figure out a plan of successfully. Because you could plan things left and right. You could even do things according to a plan. Now, when a plan involves other people, that's when it starts to get tricky, because the only thing you can control is yourself. Other people, when they're involved, you can try to influence. You can, but it only goes so far. People, human beings, have free will, and they use it religiously, consciously or unconsciously. They use it. Okay, so clarify this Two of Wands. Here we go. The Nine of Coins, independence, freedom, financial stability, on their own, being happy, being financially stable. That's what the conflict is this plan to move away from the conflict that's draining your person of their stability, of their freedom, of their connection to themselves. It's just draining them of life. It feels like, Four of Cups, being distracted. With the Four of Coins on the bottom, that gives me a lot of wanting to seclude themselves, to protect what they have, whether that be energy, whether that be money, finances, or just calm. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. My Lord, excuse me again. Yeah, so they're planning on going toward themselves, right? And finding what keeps them satisfied on an emotional level, keeps them still on an emotional level, right? They have no reason to look elsewhere type thing, because they're possibly accustomed to this third-party relationship in terms of relationships, right? And this union, this Two of Cups energy, is being completely, there's a completion. There's a cycle, especially with the 10 of Wands, there's a cycle that's going through completion. And the cycle is the seduction. You know, maybe a person goes out to lounges or bars, or they drink a lot, or they go out with their other relationship and they have drinks and they get, a little handsy, what have you. A little touchy-feely, ends up being a thing, right? Anyways, it's creating a lot of conflict. It's draining them of life force, energy, finances, emotions. They can barely give emotions to themselves. And here comes this person with the trickery and fuckery, right? They're cute and everything. They look good on your arm and everything, but they're draining you of your life force. The quicker you come to this realization and slowly find your way, you see, this is weird. This Seven of Swords. It has, with the crows, there's a lot of messages. There's a lot of messages coming to your person. And they have them. They have these messages. And they're trying to figure out, because this looks like the sun, right? It illuminates like the sun, but physically it looks like the moon because it has all these craters. The sun is too bright to see these types of things. It's too bright. This is how the sun looks in any picture. You see the sun in this picture? It's more of rays, energy type thing, rays of light. But this is depicting a shape and characteristics on that shape, like the little craters and stuff. The moon represents mother, feminine energy, emotions, right? And your person is definitely keeping their emotions to themselves, hidden, tucked away. It comes out every now and then, right? It kind of just flies out. Sometimes they can't help it. Or maybe it's because their partner is always yapping and screaming at them. And so they can't help but to, let it out. Let out their emotions, and it's not always a good version of letting it out. They kind of blurt it out. Like, a lot of fighting and arguing. Disharmony in this with your partner and their other relationship. So this Seven of Swords is clarifying the third eye and clarity, which is giving me the sense that your person is coming to the realization that they're going to have to sneak away in order to get away from this person. They're going to have to be very sneaky, and they're already sneaky, but they're going to have to next level sneaky type stuff. Oh, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so let's clarify the Seven of Swords. That's clarifying third eye clarity. Seven of Swords. I should pause the video just so that it's not as long. At least unnecessarily long, because I have a tendency of speaking too much. It's just that, it's hard. I be getting messages and I'm like, do I say that? Do I say this? I think I should just tell them whatever comes into my head. But I can't just say whatever comes into my head, right? Okay, so, we got the Two of Coins. Oh, the Two of Coins with the Devil. I'm getting it's becoming a little difficult for your person juggling this. They're realizing keeping the secret is also, I see. Okay, so hold on one second. Let me check it. Okay, so I just looked up some of the keywords for this type of energy, the devil energy. And with it being number 15, and it's also which is also number 6. I'm not sure why I had to say that, but 6 does involve, what is it? I feel like harmonious change, enlightenment, right? Because the devil's also associated with Lucifer, which is also known as, what's his name? Morning Star. The bringer of light, the illuminator. They illuminate the truth, right? Which is also, okay, so this is clarifying the third eye clarity. This is sneakiness. Juggling. What is this? The devil could be associated with drama, addiction, obsession, shadow work, right? Maybe a person is doing some shadow work, and that's where this clarity is coming from. This clarity that they feel they should keep to themselves with the Seven of Swords. Because the clarity that's coming in, right, to your person, the downloads that your person is getting, is causing strife in his relationships close to him, which is making this juggling act that your person is trying much more heavy and difficult. It's becoming like a thing. It's becoming a thing. It is preventing opportunities, juggling this person and the energy that they're demanding that you have, right? And coming to the clarity and the third eye opening and the realization that this third party situation that is preventing this energy from coming to, your person is realizing that this third party energy is really closing off their heart to themselves, to the truth, to the energy around them, to the potential love that they could have in their life. It's weighing them down, having to juggle, because the other person, you know what, it's not even just the other person, the whole situation is complicated. The whole situation is complicated. But your person's coming to the realization that all these sneaky links, all these sneaking around tactics that they use has become a juggling act that they can no longer perform. That's becoming so heavy, especially as they are going into like shadow work, practicing their shadow work, acknowledging the shadow work, right? And it's making them kind of want to surrender, right? Giving me this energy right here with the Hanged Man and the psychic reader. Because the connection between you and your person is spiritual. And it's kind of, I wouldn't say faded, because I don't see any cards that reference fate. You know, like the Wheel of Fortune, the World, something like that. Well, justice actually does denote fate, being a part of this entire energy. Right? Okay, so we have this Five of Wands reversed with opportunities, wanting to let's verify. You hear me? Let's clarify, verify. Let's clarify this reverse Five of Wands on top of the breakthrough. Not the breakthrough, but the what is this? Freedom, leap, Uranus. Oh, okay. So it's giving me that procrastination energy. That procrastination energy is what it's giving me. Where did I get that from? Oh, yes, I was getting that from here. The disharmony, triggers, and conflict. This column right here. It planning, looking toward the future, planning for a future, because they're coming to the realization that the other connections that they're in is not as harmonious as they would like. You know, it worked for a moment, but no longer so. All right, so let's clarify this Five of Wands reverse. Oh my gosh! That is a lot of confusion and conflict over here. Okay. I don't know, maybe, you know, not being uncertain of the future could make any rational person anxious, nervous. Because when I first started this read, you know, I was just getting it in. You know, I was reading the energies, right, of the cards that were falling out, and it was clear to me. As I continued, I started to get anxious. And even still right now, I feel a lot of anxiety. I feel almost pressure, you know? And I wonder if maybe this is how your person feels from the other person and maybe from you. But this is a position they kind of put themselves in. This is a position that they kind of put themselves, no, not kind of. They willfully put themselves in this position. So we have the Three of Cups and the Star. Isn't that funny? I was just talking about the Star earlier with this Ten of Wands and the Tower card. So this Tower card brings in this Star energy, right? The Star energy, which is also associated with the Three of Cups. Three of Cups talks about celebration, being with friends, socializing, being at a party. It also denotes siblings. So maybe your partner has siblings, or their other person, or you, their siblings involved in this whole thing, Let me get one more. Siblings involved in this whole thing. Let's see. Come on. Sometimes I really hate the shuffling, but as I shuffle, it also helps me. It also helps me to get messages. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Okay, so there's something about the number 6. I don't know what's going on. There's something about this number 6 in the star card. Six stars surrounding one big star. In this Page of Cups, there's 6, 3 on each side, 6 orbs. Okay. So, okay, you and your person have your ancestors surrounding you with healing. It could be your ancestors, it could be angels, it could be your guardians. It could be your higher self, because the star card in this illustration is looking up to the sky. 3 of Cups is a celebration. The star card is healing yourself, healing others. Finding purity. Yeah. Finding purity in this very soulful connection. All right. Wrap up messages. All right, so all together, summary time, folks. There is a lot of energy coming in, a lot of heart chakra opening, heart chakra awakening, leveling up in some way, our perception shift. And it's your perception shift is going to align with self-care, self-love, which will bring in this celebration of happiness and love and adoration. But there's drastic changes that needs to be made for this type of energy to actually come into fruition, for this union to be unionized, for this partnership to be unionized, to come together in a physical way instead of a mental thing. There has to be significant and radical change to your thought process, to your actions. The universe is always watching. And if you pray a lot, your angels, they hear. God hears. And God is observing your situation. If you pray to Him, if you pray to God or the universe, it's overlooking this. There's many, many positive orbs of protection surrounding your person and yourself, right? And your person's trying to hold on to your love, right? Want to be entangled in you. They want to celebrate life with you. They don't want any conflict. They don't want any missed opportunities. They've had so many already, and the chemistry is so crazy. Even though the chemistry is insane with their other partner, and maybe it's the same with you too, but this just fell out. The motion to move toward steadier waters is on the horizon. That's what I want to say. On the horizon. Yeah. So this, look at this. Another, the Hanged Man again. Yeah, pretty significant perception shifts in this energy towards self-care, self-love, and speaking that kind of love into the atmosphere so that the universe can hear it, so that your brain can hear it, and your brain can trigger the rest of you to follow suit. All right, let's get some. Okay, yeah, let's do this one. Advice. Close this mammy jammy out. I want to get 2 things of advice. 2 different decks. Messages, advice, and messages regarding this energy from angels and ancestors. Please, angels and ancestors that surround this energy. What's the message of advice that you want to give your loved ones? What's the message of advice that you want to give your loved ones? Angels and ancestors. Please help illuminate, encourage, and empower this energy to move forward in a positive way. What message of advice do you have for your loved one? Message of advice. Message of advice, please. Message of advice for your loved ones with this energy. This energy of self-love and self-acknowledgement, and leaving the rest behind, leaving all those things that they have to juggle behind, and moving toward their shadow, healing their shadow, uniting with their shadow, and then no more conflict, celebrating it. That's the advice. Take care of your needs. I cut the deck. We got Lord, take charge with authority, and Direction Guardian, choose your path. There's an archangel. I think it's Meza something. I could be wrong, but they have this four-headed situation with animal heads and a human head. I've seen that. Guardian angel, you are not alone. Your guardian angels want you to know that you are protected. As you see right here, your ancestors want you to know, take care of your needs, right? And this circle completely surrounding this wolf, this is you. This is your instinct, being protected and shielded, right? This looks slightly like a dream catcher. I would definitely say take note of your dreams. Take note of your dreams and definitely pay attention to any messages, any point of significance that may come up in your dreams. Take note of it. Take note of those messages. They are intended for you to see either potential future outcomes, or they're intended for you to see either potential future outcomes or what could possibly happen now. You know, if you get, like, say you get with someone that the time isn't right, like now, I'm getting with this whole energy, this kind of twin flame thing going on, I'm getting right now is not the time to unionize. Right now is not the time for y'all to come together. Right now is not the time for y'all to be physically together. It's not the time. Right now is the time for y'all to take care of your needs, right? Close up cycles with this Tower and 10 of Wands. Close up those cycles that burden you, that burden the love that you can give, that burden that hinders your ability to express yourself. Let's get one more bit of advice that the collective energy can utilize as they take care of their needs. This oracle deck is, oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. Astro OG, something like that. I don't know. I think I got it. I may have gotten it on Etsy. Okay, so we got Uranus, which is actually the card, the last card with the reversed freedom and opportunities. This card is associated with Uranus as well, right? But it's in reverse. It's in reverse because there's a lot of conflict. So this breakthrough energy, opportunity, awakening, epiphany it's hard to come to. It's hard to take in. You know, maybe your partner is doing some shadow work, doing this, taking care of their needs, right? Or maybe you are. And all of this is kind of hard to fathom. It's hard to take in, like really, really take it in. And then first of all, it's hard to take in, it's hard to express, and it's hard to understand. But the emotions, the feelings, the energy is undeniable. It's definitely undeniable. All right, so we got 5th house, which has to do with pleasure. Wait, what else is the 5th house? Let me pause this for a second. All right, so we got Uranus, which is breakthrough, and 5th house, which is also pleasure. And the 5th house also represents the zodiac sign Libra, and love affairs, personal pleasure, and children. So, and it also has the sun and Leo on it. So what I'm getting with this is the breakthrough is going to be expressive, being more expressive in a possibly unconventional way. You know, your Aquarius is a trendsetter, is innovator, is humanitarian. They are very conscious of human life, human beings, human things, like feelings and circumstance and situations and stuff. Like falling in love with the wrong person. That's a situation. So right here, the advice from your ancestors is, ancestors and angels, is that you're protected. Your energy is protected. Your crown chakra is protected. And to take care of your needs. Maybe isolate yourself. Stay away from things that pull away from your energy, that take your energy from you. I would definitely say look into your birth chart and look for, I think it's a website, Astro Charts, does free birth charts. Very basic and informative, very insightful. There's a ton of other more in-depth, because there are different types of birth charts. But this one I would say is more basic and it's great for a beginner. I would definitely say look into your birth chart. Check to see, because this sextile is on the bottom of the deck. And sextile aspect has to do with natural born talent, right? Something that you naturally have an ability, a characteristic, something that you, attribution, something that you have, and it could, look right here, I don't know if you can see it, it says relationship, friendly, cooperation, inspiring, helpful, encouraging, creative, communicative, right? So this is something that's coming in, right? Maybe your relationship is going toward a more friendly energy and atmosphere. But for now, where it is where it needs to be. The attention should be put on yourself. The care and self-love should be put, obviously I just said self-love, it should be put on yourself. So that your person, because there is this natural connection. It's an emotional, sensual connection that is felt spiritually and emotionally. All right, especially with this heart here and this planet like kind of out in the universe. Yeah, so bring me a higher love, oh, bring me a higher love, it's that higher love. All right, that's all I'm getting, that's it. So collective, this breakthrough is gonna come once you start putting a little bit more excitement into your self-love routines, your self-care routines. Once you develop a daily self-care routine, right? And it's not necessarily something big, just discipline. Just discipline and care towards yourself. That's what's needed. And it will be felt and it will reverberate or what's the word? It'll vibrate or it'll transfer from you to them, which will bring your connection much closer. It'll bring this Six of Wands moving towards, that I said is in the horizon for you. It'll bring you closer to that horizon. All right? So keep on with your shadow work or do some shadow work and come out of it when you need to, because constantly being in shadow work will make you lose your mind. Okay? Seek professional help where you need it. seek answers to questions either online through research or reach out to, there's so many different readers on YouTube, myself included. Reach out to any of them, any of us, and I'm sure you'll run into someone that is more than willing to help. Okay, always use your discernment and always trust yourself, because your feelings is what will lead you in the right direction. Just like it's led you thus far, you're in the right direction. You're in your purpose. You're in your North Node. And although it may be uncomfortable, although it's not everything that it should be, it's not peaches and cream, rainbows and butterflies, appreciate and be grateful for the things you do have, because life is fleeting. Moments are fleeting. And the moments you get with people, it should be treasured, especially someone that treasures you like this, willing to change their life, although they don't know how. It warms my heart. All right, people, I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. Let me know if it did. I appreciate it. I really want to know, because I'm kind of going through, this resonates for me as well. So let me know. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if this resonates. And I really do hope it helped. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay positive and focused. You got this, people.